Hi everyone, welcome to Score Math 5 Minute. In this video, we will learn Chapter 2, Factors and Multiples. We will explore factors, prime factors, and how to find the highest common factor. We will also learn about multiples, common multiples, and how to find the lowest common multiple. Let's get started. A factor of a number is a whole number that divides the number exactly. For example, the factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. This is because each of these numbers divides 12 exactly. A prime factor is a factor that is also a prime number. In this example, the prime factors of 12 are 2 and 3. Prime factorization is the process of writing a number as a product of prime factors. There are two methods, repeated division and factor tree. For example, let's find the prime factorization of 24. Using repeated division, we divide 24 repeatedly by the smallest prime number and continue until the quotient is 1. The prime factors obtained are 2, 2, 2 and 3. Therefore, 24 equals 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Using a factor tree, we write 24 as the product of two factors repeatedly until all the factors at the bottom are prime. Again, we get 2, 2, 2 and 3. So, both methods give the same prime factorization. A common factor is a factor that is shared by two or more numbers. For example, the common factors of 12 and 18 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. The highest common factor, or HCF, is the largest common factor. Therefore, the HCF of 12 and 18 is 6. Besides listing the factors, we can also find the HCF using two methods, repeated division and prime factorization. Using repeated division, we divide 12 and 18 by the common factors repeatedly until there are no more common factors. Then, we multiply the divisors to get the HCF. Using prime factorization, we find the prime factors of 12 and 18. Then, we multiply the common prime factors to get the HCF. A multiple is the product of a number and a positive whole number. For example, the multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, and so on. We get these multiples by multiplying 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Common multiples are multiples shared by two or more numbers. For example, the common multiples of 3 and 4 are 12, 24, and so on. The lowest common multiple, or LCM, is the smallest common multiple. For 3 and 4, the first common multiple is 12. Therefore, the LCM is 12. Besides listing the common multiples, we can also find the LCM using repeated division and prime factorization. For example, let's find the LCM of 12 and 18. Using repeated division, we divide 12 and 18 by a divisor that can divide at least one of the numbers. Any number that cannot be divided is brought down. We continue until all the quotients are 1. The divisors used are 2, 3, 2, and 3. Therefore, LCM equals 2 times 3 times 2 times 3 equals 36. Using prime factorization, 12 equals 2 times 2 times 3, 18 equals 2 times 3 times 3. We take all the prime factors needed, 2, 2, 3, and 3. Therefore, LCM equals 36. Both methods give the same answer. To test your understanding, let's try 3 quick questions. Question 1. What are the factors of 20? Question 2. Find the HCF of 12 and 16. Question 3. Find the LCM of 6 and 8. Try to answer them yourself before checking the answers. The answer to question 1 is 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, and 20. For question 2, the HCF of 12 and 16 is 4. For question 3, the LCM of 6 and 8 is 24. To summarize, we have covered factors, prime factors, common factors, and the highest common factor. We also covered multiples, common multiples, and the lowest common multiple. By understanding these concepts, we can solve a variety of mathematical problems more easily. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.